we are reviewing and recapping on TV's a new show, a Make a Move. Make a Move. This is season 1, episode 1. I'm still trying to figure out why it's called Make a Move. Why is it called Make a Move? I don't know. Maybe we'll figure that out later on. Or is it because they're saying the ladies aren't from New Orleans, so are you gonna make a move to New Orleans? Is that what it's about? I don't know. Anyway, we got all these reboots from Ready to Love, and so what I'm struggling with right now, y'all, is I'm struggling with getting rid of my perception of these ladies from Ready to Love. I really am. So in a lot of ways, I feel like I haven't started them off with a clean slate, and I really, really want to do that. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt that, hey, whatever I thought about them or saw about them in Ready to Love, that maybe they've grown from that, they've healed from that, whatever the case may be. And now here on Make a Move, they're coming back like themselves, but a little bit more of like an improved version. And to be honest with you, I really can't even remember everything about Ashley from season 1. I watched all the Ready to Love seasons, and I do remember Ashley with Alex, and I remember thinking that was a good union. But I don't remember Ashley being this out there. Was Ashley this out there with her personality back on season 1? I don't remember, y'all. I remember Zadia. I remember Charisse, of course. I remember Vernisha. But I can't remember Ashley being this emotional from before. I like Ashley. I'm a little bit concerned about her because she is a bit of a waterworks. And I always feel concerned about a person when they're telling a story like with Alex, the way that he hurt her in her past relationship, how he hurt her, lied to her, how she's able to tell the story now with the same level of tears as if it just happened 2 days ago. Like, I understand the hurt. I do get that. But I'm like, how long ago was that? She's season 1. Are we talking 7, 8 years? When was season 1, y'all? I'm a little bit concerned that her tears, her emotions are so still strong from this many years. And what that tells me, I look at it and go, well, are you really healed? Are you really healed when you're crying this hard? Sure, you can still cry. Sure, you can still be upset. But this hard, Ashley, after this many years? I don't know. And then she told the story about her father, I think, which was another breakthrough moment with Ashley. I think Ashley needs some therapy. I don't know if she's been, but I think she does. But I did resonate with Ashley when she started talking about how she's got daddy issues. And y'all know I've been transparent with you about, I was a daddy's girl. And I think oftentimes people think the only women who have daddy issues are women who didn't know their fathers or women whose fathers were bad fathers. But I'm going to tell you, as a daddy's girl, and you see them on these shows. We saw Aries this season. Here's Ashley talking about it. And I'm going to tell you about my own experience. Is when you have this great loving father, there is another set of issues that comes with that. And that is what Ashley's mentioned. You put your father on a pedestal and you do sort of try to find your father. And that's not always the best thing in dating. I had to go through it too. It's not always the best thing in dating. And what I really had to learn is that relationship with your father cannot be the relationship you end up having with a spouse. Because a lot of times as a daughter, you are receiving all this attention and love and care from your father. But really, to be honest with you, sometimes it can even be a bit of you're not having to give to your father what you have to give to a husband. And so in one way, you're looking for your daddy, but you're not realizing that what your daddy needed to keep going in his life to give to you, you have to turn around and be able to give that to a husband. So you're looking for your father, but you may not be understanding that what you have to give to your husband is different from what you gave to your father. So it makes sort of this lopsidedness in dating. And I had to go through that phase in my life. I had to figure that out with a little bit of help. Like I said, that's why I think therapy is important, because therapy helps you sort out areas of your life in which you're stuck, right? In which you're still repeating the same mistakes, but you don't know how to get out of them because you haven't figured out what's going wrong. And I think Ashley needs some therapy because I love her bubbly personality. I love that she's outgoing, but I feel like some of Ashley's past dating problems, she hasn't adequately solved them, fixed them, overcome them. And I can't help but to believe she's about to carry some of that over into this new show, Make a Move. Like I said, I'm trying not to bring in my old impressions and everything, but it's hard, y'all. It's starting to get a bit hard. Vernisha looks like she's trying to do something different. We know Vernisha locked in on Joel really, really fast. And then she got let down by Joel. And so now here she is dating this new guy. What was his name? Jabari. And she's trying not to lock in on Jabari too fast. Jabari seems like he likes her in this episode because Vernisha says, you know, I'm a grown woman, I'm a nurturer, I'm a homemaker. And that always gets a man's ears perked up. But he's a reformed playboy. And so Vernisha says, I don't care that he's a reformed playboy because everybody needs to go through that phase in life. Well, here you go, Vernisha, giving passes already. Giving passes because how do you know he's out of it already? Ask him how long he's been out of it. If he's only been out of the playboy phase for a year, how do you really know he's out of it? Once again, I still feel like it's Vernisha giving passes to people really, really, really too soon, where she still needs to keep her antennas up. Doesn't mean she cuts off the conversation. No, she says she can still talk to him, but I think she gave the pass already. She checked it off her box. And I'm saying, no, don't give him a pass. She's saying she's still going to keep her options open. She should do that. But the other thing she shouldn't do is she shouldn't give him a pass already. She shouldn't always just write it off and say, oh, that's his past. Well, you don't know if it's his past. It could have just been 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago. How do you know, Vernisha? Vernisha's already given him a pass, and I think that she does that way too soon in relationships, and I think I see her doing it already with Jabari. But I like Vernisha on the Ready to Love. I did like her. I liked her then. I like her now. I still like her. I think she's a beautiful woman. So I hope this show treats her better than Ready to Love treated her. But I go back and say that if she wants a better treatment, she has to be different. I think it's going to be up to Vernisha to be different, not for the show to be different. I like the format of the show so far. I like the idea that they picked a date, which you know is just based off physical. So at least now the matchmaker, who's Tommy, what's her name? Tamika. I'm just getting it mixed up. Tamika is a matchmaker. It did give Tamika an idea of what do these people like physically? What do they like physically? Because then maybe when she's doing matchmaking, she'll take that into consideration because people do have types. People have types, and we can see that that Vernisha might have a type. I think she likes the bald head. I think she does like that. So she kind of picked a guy like that as well. She wants an older guy, a guy that's older than her. So she did that. And then, of course, we see Charisse. Charisse came on here. She has a type. Charisse said she was looking at hygiene and everything else about these men. I'm trying to give Charisse a chance, y'all. But let me tell you, the old Charisse that I knew from Ready to Love, she's still peeking through. She's still the same Charisse. I don't see a new, improved, a different Charisse. And Charisse is just still looking for someone who wants what she's selling. And I'm not for sure a lot of people want what Charisse is selling. Charisse is asking for a whole lot, but I don't know what Charisse is offering. I'm really, really still confused with Charisse. And Charisse still is, she's got these snide remarks and these sharp remarks. And I don't know if you want to call it a mean girl, if she's mean to other women. I just think she's mean, period. I can't even say she's mean to other girls. I just think Charisse is just a mean, sort of like a mean-spirited person. I don't know if she's just angry on the inside. I have no idea where this stuff comes with Charisse, but all I know is it's a turnoff for someone to be around this like 24/7. She picked this guy, this Marine Corps guy, based on the fact that he had on a suit, because that's what she wants. She wants a debonair guy. She wants a guy who she thinks has money. Like she said, if I'm going to move to New Orleans, he going to have a lot of money. I don't even know why they chose Charisse for this show. Maybe just to have some drama. Maybe for a woman to bring some drama. But Charisse is undateable. She's almost unmatchable. Not only undateable, unmatchable. Because even if you find a really rich guy, do they really want to hang out with Charisse? I don't think so. I don't think so. She's over this guy already. She's over this Antonio guy already. You know, he's got a 4-year-old. And yeah, Charisse, he's only, 38? It is common for a man to be 38 and have a 4-year-old. That means he had the baby when he was 34 years old. That's not uncommon. Why was she acting as if a 38-year-old man having a 4-year-old is uncommon? That means he had his last child at 34. He said he had a 13-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 4-year-old, which means at 13, he had his first child at 25, and he's had his last child at 34. That's not uncommon. Some women are having their first children at 34. That's why I say Sharice's expectations out here in the world are just odd. They're just odd. I wouldn't look at a man who's 38 with a 4-year-old weird. Now, sure, she may not want that for her life. The fact that the child is so young, that's okay. But it's not odd for a 38-year-old to have a 4-year-old. And I don't know if it's the same woman, same baby mama, different baby mamas. I don't know. But Sharice is sort of superficial. She's superficial, and above and beyond that, I don't think Sharice understands what qualities are attractive about her to other people. I think she just looks at it one way. What does she want? What does she want? She doesn't think about what would the guy want, and does she offer that? It's just really weird. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the image of the old Sharice out of my head, because she ain't making it easy one bit. And the last one, I'm gonna try to give her a choice, Zadia. I'm gonna try to give her a chance, rather, because I have the image of Zadia, old head. But I'm still seeing some signs of the old Zadia. It sounds like Zadia went to some therapy, y'all, because she's talking about countdown. I think Zadia has at least started to admit that she had some anger issues. She has some outburst issues. She has some issues that she herself needs to improve. It sounds like she might have gone to some therapy to try to get a hold of it, to try to make some improvements. So I want to give Zadia a second chance. I see some parts of Zadia still peeking through, though. I see that old Zadia peeking through. She's cutting off people real fast. She's still got her little quick tongue. But I do see her at least recognizing that it wasn't just everyone else, and that it is some things, some improvement that she can make. So I am happy about that. We'll see. We'll see if Zadia can do enough of a change to be able to fit differently. But Zadia's got a type too. She likes these natural looking guys. She likes the guys with the dreads. She likes the more natural nature type men. You could tell by when she went to Naeem and other men that she dated. And now you see her here with the guy she chose here with the dreads, or the locks or whatever else. She liked his physical look. So I think Nadia has a type. I think Zadia has a type in the way she likes the man to look. But she still had a lot of little things. Zadia was talking about, when she said when she gets married, she want a man, she gonna need a contract if she has some babies. She said she doesn't really want any kids. Maybe she's 37. Maybe she's seeing that. I don't know what she's thinking, but now I don't remember her saying that at Ready to Love, that she didn't want any kids, but maybe she did. But now I think she's going more towards she doesn't want any kids. Maybe she believes that's a better tactic out here. I'm not for sure. And she's saying that if she did have kids, she's going to need a contract. I'm like, what? She said she's going to need a contract for a nip and tuck, which is odd because isn't Zadia a personal trainer? So how can you be a personal trainer and you said you're going to... I don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with plastic surgery, but I just felt like for your brand as a personal trainer, shouldn't you be helping women, get back into shape without needing, these extra procedures? But maybe she's saying, hey, a little bit of both don't harm you or hurt you. Maybe working out plus some nip and tuck will work. I don't know. It's a little odd to me. And then this other contractor, but I'm going to need a contract that I can sleep in on Saturdays. Girl, what's she talking about? Motherhood don't come with no contract like that. And even if it did, that contract going to get broken. It's going to get breached. That contract is going to get breached because ain't nobody going to uplift to no contract that on Saturdays you get to sleep in if you have kids. Because one, the daddy ain't going to live up to it, and neither are those doggone kids. That's so unrealistic. What is Zadia talking about? That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get rid of these images I have of these people prior to this show, but it's hard. If they really wanted me to give these people a clean slate, they would have needed to pick some people I don't know. Brand new women. So I'm not for sure why they picked women from Ready to Love. Maybe they thought these women already brought the drama before. Let's bring them here to bring more drama. Maybe they thought as an audience we would tune in more because we've seen them before. Kind of like that show, The One, when they brought Brett back, which I don't know why. I don't know. I think we like new, fresh people. I think the Ready to Love audience could have taken this show with new, fresh women. I personally could. I think it would have made it more interesting because now it doesn't feel completely fresh and new to me. To be honest with you, it seems like a redo of the first show. And so, like I said, it's hard for me to get rid of my old images. But I'm gonna try. I'll watch episode 2. How many of you guys gonna keep watching it? Did you like the first episode? At least I'm liking a different format. But anyway, tune in with me for episode 2, y'all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.